What up, YouTube? We are opening the packs that we gained from our drafts earlier. I opened a few before. We didn't get much. We got 2 of the lizard rare that makes all lizards, otters, raccoons, and mice do 1 more damage. So we are looking at that as a possible build. We're trying to build something for the constructed tournament, which ends tomorrow. So we're just opening our packs to get our full pull. Then we're gonna build a couple of decks. And wow, look at that! I had no way of knowing that was gonna happen. First thing we flip is a Planeswalker, mythic rare. It is unfortunate that this doesn't fit either of the 2 decks we wanted to build at all, which was black-red or green-white. We'd have to build a very specific deck for that. I don't think that's for us, but it's nice to get them. We'll open our other 9 packs here, see how it goes. I think this can be really good if you build around it. Of course, we only have 1. I don't think we're going to build around it. This is an excellent card. If I had more of these, we'd do the bat. Yeah, I got this card once before. It's solid, so we have 2. If we went with the lizard deck, we'd also have 2 Seasons of the Bold. We finally get the cash grab that black-green wants. This is another really good card. Don't care for this. I mean, a mythic wild card. Can't complain about that. Literally any mythic card in the game, the rarest cards you could want. And we do have a stockpile of cards. I don't want to burn them for this event, but exile the top X cards of your library. X is the number of creatures you control with power 4. You may play those cards until your next end. Yeah, the ones you don't play do 2 damage. Yeah, I've seen this card. Just not owned by me, obviously. Another copy of Fell. This guy's solid. It turns all your gifts into card draw for you, which means you can just always give them. This guy's pretty good. We'd probably use him in the black-red. This is the 3rd one of these we got. Like, how can there be a set and we only have a 1/3 of it, but we've somehow pulled 3 of these? I don't get that. So you have to tap 2 tokens to make this a creature, and it's a 6/6 with vigilance that can also put +1/+1 counter. That's interesting. It's kind of not bad. If you're playing a tokens deck, that's pretty... I mean, this can attack for 6 on turn 4. This is a great card as well. We already have one. I think we might also try to build white-green token. Obviously, those are the three decks, right? We'll try to build each of them. We'll try to build white green token, black red aggro, and black white bat. We'll see. We'll play each one in the tournament since we need 3 wins anyway. We'll see which goes the smoothest. This is a great card. I want this in all my decks. I wish I had drafted that one so we could have 2. I might use a couple uncommon wild cards on those, because honestly, what else am I going to do with them? This is pretty sick if you build a deck around having 1, 2, 3, 4 instant cost instant and sorceries. I see this being the viable blue deck. Probably is using this card. It's not viable for us. We don't have the cards. Must have 10 of these by now. This guy again. I feel like this is solid. I don't know exactly the deck for it, but it's out there. I mean, white red. I didn't know we had 2 of these. So you combine this with the banner and the. You have a lot of anthem effects. Even if you instantly kill this, you're still left with a +1/+1 vigilance, trample, haste artifact that's 2 to equip. It's really not bad. And that's what you're looking for in a block constructed deck. You're looking for cards that provide value even when they get instantly removed, because removal's cheap. Good threats are not. Ooh, that's destructive with that other lizard we have. Okay, that's all our Bloomburrow packs. Let's go construct something. Bloomburrow constructed. Let's start with red. And you know what? Let's filter by rarity. Yeah, this guy. There's something to that. This guy is amazing with him. I don't know if this fits in that deck. We might use that. Lizard, mouse, otter, or raccoon. Now, I don't want to go with otters, just because blue's bad. Lizard would allow us to go with some black. Mouse, otter, raccoon. How much fixing is there in this set? Could be abused to get a ton of mana out of mice. So, interesting. We can do green-white. Or red-blue, but that's it. Alright, I don't just want to jam every piece of good stuff that I have in this deck. Let's see if we can make this red, white mice with the green cards that we like. Because that's kind of all the red that we got for the mouse deck. Right? No, wait. Here we go. Yeah, not a ton of... What is this, a mouse raccoon? Yeah. We're not really doing the expend thing with this, right? We're doing mice. It's possible, but I'm not sure it's what our deck wants. I know what white's trying to do, I just don't know if we want to do that. What if we went with the lizard thing? I feel like the lizard thing probably works better with this. This will probably work better. Removal that domes, good stuff. I'm thinking we don't play white at all. Throw that in. Does it say raccoon? I think it says raccoon. Yeah. Okay. I don't think we really want to go white. Too bad for the good fixing. We want to go black. This guy's good, but I think that's better. applies to bats? No. Lizards? Sure. No rats. It's a very good card. Oh, I remember we got this in our sealed pool in our first. We couldn't play it. Flying, trample, ward, discard a card. Yeah, well, we can find room for that. I think our black-white deck is going to be better than this. I don't love this. This card's really bad if we don't have Flamecaller in play. Yeah, I think because of our small curve. Oh, but it triggers that. We don't really need these. One creature with some protection on it. Not a bad thing to have. How's our land count? 24. 40%. That's fine. Got a lot of 2-drops. Although these are removable. Basically like 3 drops. This is anytime in the game removal. We have enough non-creature spells. 1, 2, 4, 8, 12, yeah, 16, oh yeah. Lots and lots of non-creature spells. So, yeah, we'll just drop an assassin. Oh, he works really well with the Flamecaller though. So does this guy, so do these guys. This guy, Squirrel, Warlock. Yeah, we'll take him out. He doesn't really go with the deck. Yeah, and for fun we add in. You know what? We don't add in. Let's forget it. Alright, so there's our black-red deck as promised. We tried 3-color. It didn't look like it was going to work. Now we will make the green-white deck. best. So we want carrot cakes. This guy's good. Don't know what this does. What does this do? That's phenomenal. I love it. I want more of it. I really like the bats. Give me, we like the bats. Yes, we'll build the bats next. This card has been great. I don't know if we want that in green white. Probably not. Great 2-drop, but I think we're going to have enough. Phenomenal card. Another phenomenal card. Very good, very good. This is a really nice one of, honestly. That too. Yeah, it doesn't really fit what we're doing. We'll throw him in, but he might be not worth it. That's phenomenal for this deck. Really never hurts to have a board sweeper. So we're at 53 with just the white cards. Not surprising. Yeah, that's not for this deck. This is just so good, I'll play it. Do we have enough +1/+1 counters? I don't think so. I don't think we're really doing that. There are redeemers, but that would be a super win more situation. Those are good units, but we're just not really playing that deck. This is just so good. We'll again play it in any deck. Same with this, honestly, if our mana is good. if that's of any use. We'll probably just take that out. Don't know if we need these guys. I'm thinking no. That's pretty annoying. I think we'll try that as a one-off. There is a multicolored deck based on green. You know. Hey, what's up? It's just chicken tenders, fried chicken tenders. Yeah, you can just wing it. Thanks. Alright, bye. Alright, little leisurely food request call during our leisurely deck building here. Early block constructed formats aren't that deadly, but you do win out with super strong cards, grinding out value. I don't feel like we have the right cards. We put almost everything in that we wanted. And look, we're only at 63. And for sure, some of this should be cut. Like, I was gonna cut Sonar Strike, but we only have 17 creatures. Probably don't want to cut creatures. I was gonna cut Rapid Bite. So yeah, we don't have as many tokens as I thought we did. Oh yeah. This is definitely a deck where we want the banner. We'll throw the passages in as well. Okay. By the time you put this in, you've emptied your hand. It's not. And this is good for limited, but honestly, like, I don't think this is good enough for constructed. People are gonna be. Yeah, so. Yeah, we just don't have enough cards. That deck's no good. Okay. We're gonna look at bats. We're never gonna bother to look at blue. There was one other thing we wanted to look at, I think. Like a green ramp, multicolored. Yeah, I just think the white-black bats is going to be so much better. So, let's throw it together and see how it works. It's phenomenal. I wish we had that in our draft. Surprisingly good card. Get a lot of value out of that. I wish we got more tokens, but we don't. We will take the Banishing Light. This guy pumps our bats. He's good. He definitely makes the cut. This guy's good too. We'll put him in for now. I'm gonna tentatively put this here. I just don't think we have enough to enable it. All we have right now is the Offspring. It's just very powerful. That's so annoying in our deck because we're gonna have a lot of flying. This feels like a bomb. So it's going in regardless of what it gets used for. This guy is big card value, honestly. And this guy doesn't look like much, but holy crap, this is just way overperformed every time I used it. I'm gonna throw that in. Not for us, not for us. Sure, we'll throw a board wipe. We can consider. It's all the fixing we have, really. I wish we had more banners. Should probably play them. Okay, so we did the white. Now to the black. We don't really need those effects. Yeah, we're not messing with their hand, so that's not going to help us. We are taking a 2-mana destroy any creature. We only have 2 of those, that's unfortunate. That's super good. We can get that down early. That guy's strong. Don't really need this guy. This guy's very strong. You can afford the multiple draw. This is not a bad card. This is very strong. Very strong. Yeah, let's see. We're already at 71 for bats. This is a powerful recursion. It's kind of like a 3-for-1, really. This guy doesn't work. This is slow and dirtily. Too slow for constructed. Too slow for constructed. Why not? That's phenomenal in our deck. These guys are great. They just breed 3 colorless, 2/3 flying, attack. Yep, Zoraline, he's core. Mentor's the top of our curve. Yep. That is the deck before cuts. Oh, yep, this obviously doesn't work. Coyote is removal, but it's fragile. Rabbit doesn't fit the theme. Too many good removal. This guy works with bats. I don't need the food. I have a lot of removal. I gotta drop removal somewhere. Wow, how am I gonna... Oh, we had 3 of those guys. Did I remove one? Yeah, Coyote's too fragile. If they just hit it with removal, you get their creature back. Soothsayer's built more for the graveyard deck. It's super nice to get the card advantage. I don't know though. These guys, maybe they're too slow. These guys still do 3/1. And they get me more cards. These guys don't get me more cards. Let's look at total removal. So 13 removal. Don't really want to remove removal. Yeah, my gut is to cut these. And oh, these guys have been so good. With Zorline, they are so good. Each bat that attacks is 1 life, so each of these gets +1. Oh. Alright, feels wrong to take them all out, but I will. Now, considering this is removal, unconditional, as is this, as is this. Curve looks pretty good. Well, at some point we had to close this out. Sometimes I get paralyzed looking at the last card. I don't want to remove the duos because they feel a lot. These guys are pretty good because they sync with our other things. Gaining life on our turn is what we want to do. I don't want to cut the board wipe because our deck recovers well after board wipes. I guess we remove the sonar strikes. Squirrel. Is squirrel on the list? No. Yeah, we'll cut him. I guess we'll cut that. And there we go. I think that's our best deck. It's not perfect, but you know what? We're gonna cut the video here and we'll take a swing at the constructed event later tonight. Thanks for building along with us, and I trust me, the pressure of being on video definitely is making me faster. These builds will only get faster. And, I welcome questions about the builds in the comments and the chat. Helps everybody learn. Thanks again. See you next time. Next video will be the tournament.